Have you ever wondered why so many vibrant seniors seem to fade away before reaching their full potential, even when they appeared healthy just years before? It's not what you might think. No catastrophic illness or accident, but a silent, overlooked factor that steals vitality from within. I'm Dr. James, a men's health specialist with over 30 years of experience, and I've uncovered a hidden key to staying sharp, independent, and alive well into your 80s, 90s, and beyond. You need to watch this video until the end because I'm about to reveal a simple, revolutionary approach that requires no medications, grueling workouts, or complex diets. Just a rediscovery of something you already possess. This could transform how you age, and the final insight might just redefine your future. Stay with me, and let's unlock the secret to thriving at any age. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video. You can help me continue to spread the old age lesson. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment number 1. If you don't like it, comment number 0 to let me know, so I can make a better video for you. Now let's get started. 1. The silent epidemic robbing seniors of vitality. In my years as a healthcare provider, I've sat across from countless patients in their 70s, 80s, and beyond, listening to their stories, observing the subtle shifts in their demeanor. Behind their weathered smiles and carefully chosen words, I often detect a quiet, unspoken sadness, a dimming of the spark that once defined their presence. It's as if once vast and vibrant life has contracted into something smaller, colder, and profoundly disconnected. Over time, I've come to recognize this as one of the most insidious yet overlooked challenges of aging. A gradual, often unnoticed disconnection from the physical pleasure that once made these individuals feel so gloriously alive. This isn't a topic seniors tend to discuss openly. There's no coffee shop chatter or family gathering where someone casually mentions the loss of intimacy with their own body. And yet, this silent epidemic is all around us, quietly eroding the vitality of men and women who deserve to live their later years with joy and vigor. It's a tragedy that unfolds in the shadows, not because of some inevitable biological mandate, but because of a dangerous cultural narrative that has taken root in our collective psyche. Society has whispered a cruel lie into our ears, that physical pleasure, intimacy, and sexual expression are the exclusive domain of the young. The message is subtle but relentless. Once you cross the threshold of a certain age, you're expected to quietly close the door on that part of your humanity. For many seniors, this narrative becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. They internalize the belief that seeking or savoring physical pleasure is inappropriate, embarrassing, or simply no longer possible. Some withdraw due to physical changes, stiffer joints, slower arousal, or chronic conditions. Others retreat because of emotional wounds, the loss of a partner, the weight of loneliness, or the scars of past shame. And still others drift away simply because no one told them that physical pleasure remains not only possible but essential for their health and well-being. What most people fail to understand is that this disconnection sets off a silent but devastating cascade of consequences. The human body thrives on stimulation, and physical pleasure is one of its most potent sources. When that stimulation fades, the body begins to falter in ways that are both subtle and profound. Blood flow to vital organs, including the brain and heart, diminishes, starving tissues of oxygen and nutrients. Neural pathways tied to pleasure and emotional connection start to wither, like unused trails in a once vibrant forest. Hormonal balance tips unfavorably. Testosterone and estrogen levels decline, disrupting everything from muscle strength to mood stability. Over time, the body's resilience erodes, not just in terms of sexual function but across mental, emotional, and physical domains. The ripple effects are staggering. Sleep becomes elusive, leaving seniors fatigued and irritable. Mood disorders, such as depression or anxiety, creep in, often mistaken for just getting older. Energy levels plummet, making even simple tasks feel insurmountable. Perhaps most alarmingly, the immune system weakens, increasing vulnerability to chronic illnesses like heart disease, diabetes, and even dementia. Research has shown that social isolation and lack of physical touch are linked to higher mortality rates, and the absence of physical pleasure compounds this risk. I've witnessed this firsthand. Once vibrant men and women, full of stories and laughter, slowly losing their zest for life, not because their bodies failed them, but because the life force that once sustained them was neglected. Physical pleasure, whether through intimate connection with a partner or solo exploration, is not a frivolous indulgence. It is a cornerstone of human vitality. To abandon it out of fear, shame, or misinformation is to surrender not just joy but years of potential health and happiness. The tragedy lies in how preventable this loss is. Reconnecting with one's body, reawakening those long-dormant sensations, can spark a healing process far deeper than most realize. It's never too late to rediscover the capacity for pleasure that still resides within, waiting patiently to be reclaimed. The science is clear, and the stories of my patients bear it out. Embracing physical pleasure can sharpen memory, bolster emotional resilience, and even fortify physical health in ways that defy conventional expectations of aging. But what is it about physical pleasure that makes it such a powerful protector of the brain, heart, and spirit? Why does it hold the key to not just surviving but thriving in later life? Stay with me, because the answers may reshape everything you thought you knew about growing older. If these insights resonate with you, if you feel the weight of this silent epidemic and the hope it carries, I invite you to type the number 1 in the comments to let me know you're on this journey with me. Now, let's move forward to uncover the transformative truth behind point number 2. 2. Why masturbation after 60 is a cornerstone of longevity. For decades, I've had the privilege of witnessing profound transformations in my patients. Men and women who, against the odds of societal stigma and personal doubt, chose to stay connected to their bodies as they aged. Among the many lessons I've learned, one truth stands out with undeniable clarity. Maintaining physical pleasure, including solo sexual expression, is not a luxury reserved for the young or the carefree. It is a vital, scientifically grounded foundation for lasting health, longevity, and a life lived with purpose and joy. This may come as a surprise, particularly if you've grown up in a culture that cloaks discussions of masturbation in discomfort, shame, or outright silence. For many, the idea of solo sexual expression after 60 feels like a taboo, a topic relegated to whispers or dismissed as irrelevant. But biology tells a far different story, one that transcends social conventions and speaks directly to the needs of the aging body and mind. After 60, the body naturally faces declines in circulation, hormonal production, muscle tone, and neurological function. These changes, while inevitable, are not a sentence to frailty or disconnection. Regular masturbation, far from being a trivial act, has been shown to counteract many of these declines, serving as a powerful tool for vibrant aging. When a senior engages in solo sexual expression, the body responds in remarkable, almost miraculous ways. Blood flow surges through the brain, heart, and extremities, delivering oxygen and nutrients to tissues that might otherwise begin to deteriorate. This enhanced circulation strengthens cardiovascular health, supports tissue repair, and even promotes the elasticity of blood vessels, reducing the risk of hypertension and stroke. Endorphins, the body's natural feel-good chemicals, flood the bloodstream, lowering cortisol levels and fostering a sense of calm that supports deeper, more restorative sleep. For men, masturbation can modestly boost testosterone levels, preserving muscle mass, bone density, and emotional resilience, key factors in maintaining independence and vitality. For women, it supports vaginal health by promoting lubrication and elasticity, countering the effects of menopause and enhancing comfort during intimacy, whether solo or partnered. But the benefits extend far beyond the physical. Neuroscientific research reveals that sexual pleasure, even in solitude, engages multiple regions of the brain simultaneously, from the prefrontal cortex, responsible for decision-making, to the limbic system, the seat of emotion and memory. This stimulation keeps neural pathways active and adaptable, preserving cognitive functions like memory, problem-solving, and emotional regulation. In simpler terms, it keeps the brain young, sharp, and resilient. I've seen patients who embrace this practice exhibit not only clearer thinking but also greater creativity, optimism, and a zest for life that defies their chronological age. By contrast, those who withdraw from physical pleasure often show signs of cognitive decline, emotional fragility, and a diminished sense of purpose. Beyond the biology, there's a deeper, almost spiritual dimension to this practice. Masturbation after 60 is an act of self-love, a quiet rebellion against the cultural myth that aging equals obsolescence. It's a way of saying, my body is still here, still worthy of care, still capable of feeling deeply. This emotional reconnection with oneself often sparks a cascade of positive changes. Patients who rediscover this part of their lives frequently report renewed motivation to care for their health, eating nutrient-rich foods, staying socially engaged, or taking up gentle exercise like walking or yoga. They smile more, laugh more, and approach life with a curiosity that radiates outward, touching their relationships and communities. When patients ask me if it's too late to reawaken this part of their lives, I meet their eyes with gentle conviction. It is never too late. The body may require more time, more patience, or a softer touch, but it remains a vessel of profound sensation, ready to nourish the spirit and extend health in ways that defy expectation. Whether it's through mindful self-exploration, the use of aids like lubricants or vibrators, or simply rediscovering the joy of touch, the journey back to physical pleasure is always within reach. So, why does masturbation after 60 matter? Because it's a lifeline to vitality, a bridge between the body and soul that keeps you thriving in a world that too often tells you to fade away. It's a reminder that life, in all its richness, is still yours to claim. If this truth speaks to you, I invite you to join me as we continue to explore the science, stories, and strategies for aging with vibrancy and joy. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Unveiling the silent thieves of vitality. 3 common misconceptions that diminish seniors' health and happiness. Throughout my decades of working with older adults, I've witnessed a poignant truth. Vibrant, resilient men and women often succumb to subtle yet insidious misconceptions that quietly erode their vitality. These beliefs aren't mere misunderstandings. They're powerful, invisible forces that convince seniors to relinquish one of their most profound sources of health, joy, and connection. Without realizing it, many wake up one day feeling like a faint echo of the person they once were, disconnected from the energy and vibrancy that once defined them. My mission is to shine a light on these misconceptions, unravel their impact, and offer a clear, compassionate path to reclaiming the fullness of life. Let's explore these 3 myths, their consequences, and the truths that can set you free. Misconception 1. Physical pleasure becomes irrelevant with age. One of the most devastating beliefs I encounter is the notion that, after a certain age, physical pleasure is no longer important or attainable. I've lost count of the times a patient has said, with a wistful, resigned smile, "I'm too old for that now." This sentiment breaks my heart because it's rooted in a profound misunderstanding of the human body and spirit. Age does not extinguish your capacity for intimacy, touch, or pleasure. It merely shifts how those needs manifest. The truth is, physical connection remains a cornerstone of well-being at every stage of life. It's like living in a beautiful home but choosing never to turn on the lights. You might get by, navigating in the dimness, but you'll miss the warmth, color, and vibrancy that illuminate your existence. Denying this part of yourself doesn't just dim your emotional life. It impacts your physical health, too. Touch and intimacy stimulate the release of hormones like oxytocin and dopamine, which reduce stress, enhance mood, and even support cardiovascular health. By embracing this truth, you can rediscover a source of joy and vitality that's still very much within your reach. Misconception 2. Seeking pleasure alone is shameful. Another deeply ingrained myth is that self-pleasure is somehow wrong or embarrassing, particularly for older adults. Many seniors grew up in eras where such topics were shrouded in secrecy, whispered about with discomfort, or condemned as morally questionable. These early messages can burrow into the psyche, creating layers of guilt and hesitation that persist into later life. I've seen vibrant individuals shy away from self-care practices because they feel it's not proper or it's selfish. Let me speak directly to your heart. Caring for your own body is not shameful. It's a sacred act of self-respect and self-love. Exploring your pleasure is a way of honoring the miraculous vessel that has carried you through decades of life. It's about reconnecting with your physical self, fostering a sense of agency, and nurturing your emotional well-being. Science supports this, too. Self-pleasure can reduce stress, improve sleep, and even enhance immune function. By releasing old guilt and embracing this natural aspect of humanity, you open the door to a richer, more integrated sense of self. Misconception 3. Conserving sexual energy preserves strength. A third, surprisingly common myth is the idea that abstaining from sexual activity, whether partnered or solo, somehow preserves physical or mental energy. Some believe that saving this energy will make them stronger or more resilient. In reality, the opposite is true. Sexual activity, including self-pleasure, is a vital component of physical and emotional health. It acts like exercise for the body systems, promoting healthy hormone levels, improving blood circulation, and maintaining the elasticity and function of tissues involved in pleasure. Think of it like a muscle. Neglect it, and it weakens over time. Engage it regularly, and it remains strong and responsive. Studies show that sexual activity in older age is linked to better cognitive function, reduced risk of depression, and even a stronger immune system. By letting go of the myth that conserving energy is beneficial, you can embrace practices that keep your body and spirit vibrant, connected, and alive. The bigger picture. Sexual health is overall health. Perhaps the most pervasive and damaging misconception is the belief that sexual health is somehow separate from overall well-being. Nothing could be further from the truth. Sexual vitality is deeply intertwined with physical, emotional, and mental health, influencing everything from your mood to your heart health to your sense of purpose. Modern science is only beginning to unravel these connections, but the evidence is clear. When you nurture your sexual health, you nourish your entire being. Conversely, neglecting this aspect of yourself can lead to a cascade of effects, from diminished energy to weakened resilience. Understanding these misconceptions is a powerful first step toward reclaiming the vibrant life you deserve. But knowledge alone isn't enough. To truly transform your health and happiness, you need a practical, compassionate roadmap, one that respects your body's changes while reigniting the spark of connection. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. 4. The Restoration Method, a compassionate, practical path to reclaiming sexual vitality. When I began guiding older adults toward reconnecting with their bodies, I quickly realized that encouragement alone wasn't enough. Many needed more than kind words or vague advice. They needed a clear, structured approach tailored to the unique needs of an aging body. That's why I developed the Restoration Method, a step-by-step process designed to help seniors rediscover their vitality in a way that feels safe, natural, and empowering. This isn't about chasing youthful ideals. It's about embracing who you are now, with all the wisdom and strength your years have bestowed. Let's walk through the 5 key steps of this transformative method. Step 1. Preparation. Creating a sanctuary for yourself. The journey begins with setting the stage. Create a private, comfortable space where you feel completely at ease, free from distractions, interruptions, or judgment. Adjust the room's temperature to your liking, dim the lights, or light a candle if it helps you relax. Choose a cozy chair, bed, or cushioned surface, and keep a high-quality lubricant nearby. Water-based options are often best for sensitive skin. These small, intentional acts send a powerful message to your body and mind. Your well-being matters, and you're worth this time and care. Preparation isn't just logistical. It's an act of self-honoring that lays the foundation for reconnection. Step 2. Relaxation, easing into presence. This step is about slowing down and letting go of the rush that so often defines our days. Begin with deep, mindful breathing. Inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 4, hold for 4, then exhale through your mouth for 6. Feel your shoulders soften, your jaw unclench, and your body settle into the moment. Imagine tension slipping away like sand through your fingers. This isn't a task to check off, it's an invitation to be fully present with yourself. Relaxation opens the door to sensation, helping you reconnect with a body that may feel distant after years of neglect or disconnection. Step 3. Awakening, rediscovering your body with curiosity. Now, gently explore areas of your body that you may have overlooked for years. The inner thighs, the lower abdomen, the chest, or the base of your neck. Use light, unhurried touch, approaching each area with curiosity rather than expectation. Notice how your skin responds, perhaps with warmth, a subtle tingle, or even a memory of sensation. These small signs are evidence that your body is still alive, still capable of joy and connection. This step isn't about arousal yet. It's about rebuilding trust and familiarity with your physical self, honoring every response, no matter how subtle. Step 4. Focused stimulation, building sensation mindfully. With patience and care, transition to more direct touch, allowing arousal to emerge naturally. There's no rush, no goal to achieve. Use slow, deliberate movements, perhaps incorporating lubricant to enhance comfort and sensation. Pay attention to what feels good, adjusting pressure or pace as needed. This isn't about recreating past experiences. It's about discovering what your body enjoys now. By focusing on the journey rather than a destination, you create space for deeper, more meaningful sensations to unfold. Even a gentle spark of pleasure is a triumph, a sign that your body is waking up. Step 5. Integration, honoring the moment. After exploring, pause to breathe deeply and reflect. Take a moment to thank yourself for this act of self-care, whether the experience was subtle or profound. Savor the feeling of aliveness, however it showed up, perhaps as a sense of calm, a warm glow, or a renewed connection to your body. This quiet acknowledgement is where healing takes root, reinforcing the bond between mind and body. Integration isn't just a pause. It's a celebration of your courage and commitment to your well-being. The restoration method isn't about chasing the intensity of youth. It's about embracing the richness of who you are today. Each step builds on the last, creating a cycle of care that strengthens your vitality over time. As you practice, you may notice not just physical changes but emotional ones. Greater confidence, a lighter spirit, and a deeper sense of self. But even with this method, challenges can arise. In the next section, we'll explore how to navigate the obstacles that might stand in your way, ensuring you stay on the path to lasting vitality. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. 5. Overcoming challenges. Navigating the path to lasting vitality. Real transformation is rarely a straight line, and the journey to reclaiming sexual vitality is no exception. Over the years, I've guided countless seniors through the restoration method, and one truth stands out. Challenges are a natural part of the process. These hurdles don't reflect a lack of desire or ability. They're simply signposts that you're engaging in meaningful change. By understanding what to expect and how to respond, you can turn obstacles into opportunities for growth. Let's explore the 4 most common challenges and how to overcome them with compassion and resilience. Challenge 1. Unrealistic expectations. Many seniors begin this journey hoping to instantly recapture the intensity of their younger years. When that doesn't happen, disappointment can creep in, leading some to abandon their efforts. But here's the truth. Your body has evolved, and that's not a flaw, it's a testament to a life well lived. Success now isn't measured by recreating the past, but by reconnecting with sensation, comfort, and presence. Even a subtle sense of warmth or relaxation is a victory, a sign that your body is responding. Shift your focus to progress over perfection, and celebrate every step forward, no matter how small. Challenge 2. Inconsistency. Rebuilding your sensual connection is like tending a garden. It requires regular care to flourish. Practicing only when the mood strikes is like watering a plant sporadically and expecting vibrant blooms. To see meaningful change, commit to the restoration method 2 or 3 times a week, even for just 10 to 15 minutes. Treat these moments as acts of self-kindness, not obligations. Over time, this consistency will strengthen your body's responses, making pleasure more accessible and natural. Schedule these sessions if it helps, and approach them with the same respect you'd give a cherished ritual. Challenge 3. Performance pressure. Focusing too much on achieving a specific outcome, like intense arousal or a particular physical response, can create stress, tightening the very muscles and blood vessels you're trying to relax. This pressure often stems from comparing current experiences to youthful memories. Instead, embrace the process without judgment. Every sensation, no matter how subtle, is a step toward reconnection. If you feel tension creeping in, pause, breathe deeply, and remind yourself, there's no finish line to cross. The goal is presence, not performance. This shift in mindset can transform your experience, making it more joyful and fulfilling. Challenge 4. Lingering shame. For many, old feelings of shame or embarrassment can resurface, whispering that self-pleasure is inappropriate or unnecessary. These beliefs often stem from cultural or familial messages absorbed decades ago. If that voice arises, meet it with gentleness. Remind yourself that caring for your body is a natural, healthy act, one that honors the life you've lived and the body you inhabit. Journaling about these feelings or speaking with a trusted friend or therapist can help loosen shame's grip. Over time, replacing those old narratives with compassion will free you to embrace your vitality without hesitation. The path forward, a transformative shift awaits. Overcoming these challenges requires patience, but the rewards are profound. Each moment of self-kindness, each small victory, strengthens not just your sexual vitality but your overall resilience, confidence, and joy. As you grow more comfortable with the restoration method, you may feel ready to take an even bolder step. Embracing a holistic system designed to restore your health, energy, and zest for life in this season. What I'm about to share next could be the most powerful shift you've ever made. A comprehensive approach to thriving in body, mind, and spirit. Stay with me, because the best is yet to come. As we wrap up this journey together, I want to leave you with a powerful truth. Your vitality, your health, and your right to feel alive don't fade with age. They evolve, waiting for you to reclaim them. You've heard how reconnecting with your body's natural capacity for pleasure can unlock sharper thinking, stronger resilience, and a richer life, no matter your age. I've shared the silent epidemic stealing senior spark, the science-backed benefits of staying connected to your body, and a practical roadmap to restore your vitality step by step. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's one key insight you've learned today that's resonated with you? What's one thing you're inspired to bring into practice in your life to thrive as you age? Please share it in the comments below. This community grows stronger when we learn from each other. If you found this video valuable, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more life-changing health insights. Let's keep writing your story with strength, dignity, and joy. I'll see you in the next video.